All right, so this is part two of episode two on Peter's documentary series. If you missed part one, I will link it in the description below. But if you didn't, then let's just jump back into it.
The modern world we're in, 2020,
Yeah.
the youth, there's Instagram, there's all this distraction. How do you see the religion preserving itself?
The religion is going to be fine.
I do say I do like Peter's questions. He's I don't know if he's already got these pre-planned or if he's kind of coming up with them on the fly, but thought of. They're very well thought of.
The culture, let's say.
My opinion
Yeah.
is that the fact that we're Hasidic Jews actually gives us the power to, even if we get pulled away from time to time and we might fall away from our traditions or what we're supposed to be doing, we also have this concept of repentance.
Yeah.
And in Judaism, we're always happy. Even if we fall, we do something we shouldn't do. You clean yourself up, you get
I kind of see what he's saying. Like I feel like I guess you guys always have a North Star sense of like a beacon where even if you stray off the path a little bit or maybe you do something that you weren't supposed to do, there's always kind of like a guideline or a guiding path that you can take to get back on track.
happy, stand up again, and you go on with life. We don't focus on the failures, we focus on the positivity.
Most of people in Williamsburg don't have smartphones.
They don't have smartphones.
Even some that they do have because of business,
Okay.
it's restricted to business only. For example, I have one, and my son keeps on telling me, Daddy, throw it away. You don't need it. So the kids. will
Wow,
keep
your
us.
son's telling you to throw away your
Yes.
smartphone.
That's crazy because, yeah, a lot of kids these days are getting smartphones, like either a smartphone, an iPhone, an iPad, whatever the case may be, a laptop. They're getting them like super, super young. They get addicted to them. It's like really hard to separate them or have them not be so distracted with them. And this guy's son is telling him to get rid of it. That's pretty cool. And it's interesting that he strictly uses his cell phone for business. However, in the previous episode when he was in his house, I did see a cell phone on his table, and that cell phone looked like a super, super basic cell phone. Like it was a flip phone, probably had no internet on it, maybe not even email, so just text and call. So I guess for him, it's not even really that big of a distraction.
Yes.
That's
what he
amazing.
said. Yeah.
On another
I
note,
think every parent wishes for that to happen.
on another note, this is the zip code with probably the least television subscriptions in the
there's
whole
any.
city.
If
Okay.
there's any, yeah.
No,
So no television inside,
no television.
no Facebook.
Some people have, I have it for
Yeah.
business, but the majority of the Hasidic Jews do not have Facebook, no TV.
We don't have
no-
cable TV. We don't have internet.
Wow. Okay, so I guess outside of maybe somebody who does have the internet or does have a TV and then tells you about something word of mouth, the only way that you guys can get your news or whatnot, maybe it's radio, but I'm guessing majority is the written like magazines and stuff that was in the first episode where they were at that shop and it had all the Jewish magazines and stuff. So is that how majority of these guys would get a lot of their information about maybe current events or world events or stuff happening in their community or in Israel or something like that? No internet. That's an interesting one.
There's no internet in the homes.
No smartphones because you have speaking to God, not with smartphones in a siddur in a Jewish book.
Right.
So not with a phone. You're not speaking to God with a phone with your mouth.
So you have the sky to look at.
That yeah. That plays a big part or ties in with Lipa's video, the hang up the phone video. You know how he basically saying we're too involved in that, we're getting distracted by it. I like that. Yeah, I like the message. I definitely agree with it. But there's a lot of people And at the same point, at the same time, it's like as much as the internet and all of this has brought us all together in terms of connections where we can reach people from different parts easier, FaceTime, WhatsApp, calling long distance doesn't really cost anymore for most places. We're actually quite disconnected because there's no more face to faces. A lot of people don't even call anymore. It's all just like text messages, maybe some FaceTimes, but yeah, I definitely see the what he's saying.
Clouds to look at
Yeah.
the environment, the world, right?
You're not busy. You're not busy with your phone and you speak to God. Like you go to the president and you're busy with your phone.
Right, right. What are the biggest challenges now, would you say?
Generally speaking, it's the internet.
It's the internet.
Probably, yes. Social media and the liberals.
The liberals.
Oh, yeah.
Sprinkle in of the liberals there. Okay.
Cuomo and de Blasio. The whole morality of the whole world in general is like it's almost down in the drain. There's no boundaries.
Mm.
We're abusing the natural beauty of the world in many different ways.
Right.
Believing that we're getting pleasure, but not in the real reality.
Right.
We're losing everything.
Right.
So I guess our forefathers were smarter than we are. They knew much more than we know, although we believe that we are smarter, but we're not.
Yeah, there's good argument for that. A lot of people say, the forefathers of America who writ the Constitution and stuff, they actually foresaw kind of the issues that were currently, or like people in America. I'm Canadian, but I listen to a bit of American stuff, so current like issues in America, the forefathers kind of wrote about these things in like the Constitution and stuff like that.
So that's why we have to study and believe what we are taught, so we should not fall into the trap. The human body and the mind, it didn't change
True.
since it was created.
Yeah.
So they know how it operates, and they know what's happening after
Right.
we do all the bad stuff. So that's basically it. You agree to that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't follow your religion, but I do think a lot of moral fabric is loosening. I don't think that's good. I think family structure is loosening. That's what I admire and respect about your religion. Is it seems like, I'm sure there's all sorts of stories, but
Yeah, 100% agree with Peter here. Like, again, I'm clearly not religious. I'm not Jewish either, as you guys could tell. But, yeah, after we saw that video with Yoni and he brought us into his family and they were explaining stuff, I started to see like, and a lot of the comments were saying like, I'm from a family of 15, I'm from a family of 13, I'm from a family of whatever the case may be. Like, it's nice to see that the value of family is still very, very strong in the community, even though everywhere else, so many people, at least in my life, I know that have one kid and they're done. And a lot of them don't even want kids. Like a lot of some of my family, my cousins and whatnot, they all say nope, don't want any kids, not having any kids. So I do like that point that Peter's bringing up.
it seems overall there's a strong family structure.
There is a saying somewhere in the Bible that when you drink water that is stolen, it's much sweeter than regular water, right?
Out of
Yeah, I get what he's saying there. That's why I'd say people like they cheat, they steal, um they try to get away with things that they know they shouldn't be doing because it's got that kind of je ne sais quoi, that sense of, oh, I'm getting away with something. But in the end, you definitely pay for the actions. Like as they say, every action has a reaction, right? So there's always a cause and effect. So it's best to just kind of be as good as you can in that sense.
stone.
No, stone. stolen water.
Stolen water.
Oh, stole. Okay.
Yeah,
Stolen.
it's sweeter. Why? Because there's certain ingredients in that. As if you're not allowed to have it, and you have it, oh, that feels better.
Right.
But if you keep on stealing water every day, it loses the value. Even that value is being lost.
Right.
Basically, everything that you have on a daily basis, it loses the value. So you always have to come up with different ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But soon you'll run out of ideas, because the human body is just
Yes.
that much that it can handle.
There's a lot of African American communities here, and there's a lot of hipsters, and there's Hasidim, and it all.
Wow, what a hodgepodge there. African Americans, hipsters, and Jews, or all and Hasidics, all in the same little pocket here.
all mixes together in a very interesting way. Like we're about to walk at the synagogue, but look, this is the crowd that's hanging out on the corner.
Right.
It's a colorful neighborhood.
Very colorful.
This is the block party.
Okay, so we have some guys having a tailgating type of party. They got alcohol clearly there right here. This bottle here, they're clearly drinking in the middle of the day, probably smoking or something. Now, since they have to walk through these areas every day to get to the synagogue and stuff like that, is there ever incidences of violence towards them, or just because they're Jewish, or is everyone kind of, chill here and
Peace, brother. Peace, brother. Peace, brother.
I guess that answers my question, that these guys are saying Shabbat Shalom to them.
Wow. What's that? Synagogue's right there.
You saw that interaction? That was like, we can all get along. It's possible.
Right.
For sure, yeah.
So no problems between the different groups here?
He lives here. I don't know.
Shlomi, any
No, they're
problems?
Very friendly.
No?
They just do drugs and alcohol, but they won't bother you.
I like how candid he is about it. Yeah, they just do drugs and alcohol. They won't bother you. Don't worry.
They'll just ask you for $1 every now and then.
But everyone's cool, huh?
I'm gonna take you into the synagogue now.
Okay, if there are a lot of people, I'll probably, I won't stand there too long.
No, where? Inside the tent.
Oh, wow. So he has the key to unlock the place. Does he kind of like run the synagogue, or is he just a key holder? Do they just trust him?
Oh, it's empty, okay.
Just want to show you, this is like the oldest synagogue in the neighborhood.
Oh, cool. What a day, guys.
Peter's so excited to get to be in the synagogue right now. I love it.
Up is the Shabbat room.
Okay.
And there's for the Sunday, Monday, Thursday, for Shabbat.
Cool.
Oh, so there's separate rooms that you will use depending on the day, and the Sabbath one has a special place. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is where I daven, where I pray every Shabbat.
So here's the shoe for the woman.
In this
Okay.
section, the men are-
Why do more men pray than women?
a man has the obligation to pray every day, a woman doesn't.
Yes, I knew that, but how come the women are in an enclosed box, or like a enclosed area? This is bringing me back to the Gad Elbaz video, where the little girl princess character in the music video, she was like kind of looking over a wall at the men who were kind of praying at the western wall. So how come the women also, in terms of their prayer, are also segregated?
What's that?
There's the Bible.
The Torah.
Torah.
The Torah. Let's go
They
see
keep
it.
it in this.
Can we go see it?
In the ark.
Wow.
Peak. This is a very old one. You see over there?
I just love the detailing on it. It's beautiful. My goodness.
all types of Jews coming into this place. You know, with the regular black hats, with jeans, shorts, no socks, sandals. Everybody's welcome over here. It's called.
Look at that. They can wear shorts. And if you know that reference, then you know because I had asked it in a much earlier episode.
Shalom, Veroidev Shalom. That's the name of the shul. Even non-Jews come over here and pray.
Non-Jews are allowed.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, everybody's allowed.
In some synagogues, if you'd walk in, you weren't affiliated with the group, or you weren't wearing the dress code, you might be uncomfortable praying here. But he says here, this one is open to everyone.
You're my friend.
So, yeah, so certain places have the dress code, but his, it doesn't matter if you're just coming to pray, you can come to pray. So, like he said, doesn't matter if jeans, shorts, whatnot. Okay.
Friend.
But the Jews are like, it's like you're the same of the Jews, but in the other section.
Okay, wait. Let's say that again, cause take care, brother. Take care. Let's say that again.
It's like two sections of clothes.
Two
Like,
section of flows.
Yeah. As I have Jews are close to me because they're my brother, and you're close to me because you're my friend.
Gotcha. Jews are your brothers. Non-Jews are your friends.
See, because you're like he's not my brother, real brother. Yeah.
Okay. So I like that concept. It's like, no matter what path you're on, we all flow it basically into the same point. That's how I'm taking what he's saying. I gotta admit, that would drive me bananas if these guys were parked outside and I was in that building behind them and these guys were just sitting there blasting their music all day long. Oh boy.
One of the things that every community has to deal with is that you live in a place, you don't necessarily get to choose who your neighbors are, and you have to have peace and harmony no matter what happens. So we live in a free country, everyone can do whatever they want to do.
Right.
And do I think they love this music coming through their windows?
See? Oh gosh, yeah, I'd have this exact same sentiment. That would drive me bananas.
Probably not. They probably don't want the children hearing it. I'm sure they don't.
Right.
But that's just a part of life, and you deal with it.
Yeah. You thinking everything in life is meant to be.
I kind of like his saying, like, you know, you don't get to choose your neighbors. They kind of say that with your family. Like, you don't get to choose your family, you get to choose your friends, but you deal with your family. I don't fully believe in that, but, you know, I guess it's that same kind of concept.
Everything, but what's happening is good. Isn't sometimes I can see the good. Wow, I have the story. But sometimes I don't see the good, but I know it's good.
Right, right.
So like let's say someone
Okay.
he wanted to catch the plane and he
So it's kind of like he's seeing the silver lining within every situation. So even if it's a bad situation, it could have been worse, kind of thing, right? Yes, this is a bad situation, but it actually could have been worse. So take it as it is, kind of thing.
missed it. And then he sees that's the 9/11 plane that crashed into the Twin Towers.
Right, right.
Okay.
The best thing you could have done was
Yeah.
miss the plane.
True,
Yeah,
true.
And he says, wow. Then he understands what's you see what happened? So
Very cool.
sometimes you don't see it.
Thank you. Is that a tough topic?
Oh. Okay. I don't want to see what the next topics or what's to come until we watch it. But yes, so this was part 2 of episode 2. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this one. I'm really enjoying this. I'm so happy that Peter did this. I can't wait to watch the rest of these. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As I said, I'll link part 1 here if you missed part 1 of episode 2. Don't forget to subscribe to Peter. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right.